Byron. It's your old friend Kent Vampire here. I have some interesting alien toys to show to you. I cannot recall if I had shown these to you before, but I want to show you again if I haven't already done so. And if I have, please forgive, old vampire. After all, I am a very old man. These are known as a one-coin figure series. These were from Japan. Kotobukiya, please forgive me if I did not pronounce that right. This is from the movie Predator 2. And you could see that these are the figures that were available. These are known as a blind box. You do not know what you are getting. So that makes it a very neat surprise, but also very frustrating to collect, and you spend a lot of money trying to collect the whole series of figures. And that is a picture of all of the figures that were available. And a better look at these were from Predator 2. From what I understand from my friend Nobody Do, that Predator is very popular in Japan. A lot of people cosplay the Predator, which I don't blame them. These are very interesting and neat aliens. Their race is called Yaochen. They come from the Yaochen Prime planet. But this is my favorite one. It is a bust of the city Predator. Very fine detail. It has his shoulder-mounted cannon with his armor and his trophy skulls all around him, and his head tentacles. Nobody really knows from my research of what these are, if they are sensory organs, if it's their hair. It's very nice looking, and it could very well be their hair, the way they have these ornamental beads in them. Here is another one. This one is a crouching Predator shortly after he had his arm cut off by Danny Glover. You could see his green blood. He's perched on the side of a building. Interesting fact about this specific creature is the stuntman that played this creature actually had one arm, so they didn't have to do CGI for his amputated arm, and the green blood was actually made from glow sticks. They cut open a bunch of glow sticks had the glowing green, so it was very easy for them to make this glowing color. You can see he's holding onto a drain pipe. I have others that I have not opened yet, but I just keep these out on display just temporarily, then I refresh my display once in a while. Here is the City Hunter again. He is walking with a improvised weapon. It looks like it's made out of the handle is made out of a femur, and the blade is, of course, their technology. He has his wrist blades. Here on his back, he has his shoulder-mounted cannon and the attack position. Open mandibles. Very, very good detail. They spared no expense on the detail on these figures. And this is what's known as a masked Predator. He is wearing his atmospheric mask. Again, his primary weapon, the wrist blades. He does have greaves down here on his legs. And he is holding that disc. a cutting disc that Danny Glover ended up using against him to kill him. And you can see he does have his hair or his head tentacles. Now, Danny Glover's character was selected by the Predator for his cunning battle against a drug gang out on the street. They saw how he was combating them in a very smart way, very tactful, and they like a good challenge, so they selected him to fight. And it ended up becoming a one-on-one, hand-to-hand combat with the city Predator. And I will explain more when I eventually review the character, but since we're doing this quick shot look thing, I thought I'd tell the story. Well, Danny Glover's character ended up killing him with this very interesting weapon, and the elder Predator handed him a flintlock pistol and said, "Take it." And they left him and took off in their ship back to Yauchin Prime. Now, I did see a fan copy of this weapon that was in my friend's blade shop, which is no longer in business, sadly, in Mesa, Arizona. It was called Stillman Blades. A friend of his made one out of resin, and he was selling it. And at the time, Vampire wasn't really collecting the Predator figures. I was very staunch about only collecting G.I. Joe, and I didn't want to expand at that time. But now I've decided to give horror toys and Predator a chance and really expand the toy universe out here on my channel. So here you go, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in and being patient with Old Vampire over the past month or so. It's been a long October, which I love. And I really appreciate you tuning in. And for my new subscribers, thank you so much. You have earned safety from me biting you. So, thank you for subscribing to this channel and taking a chance with me. That makes me feel very humble that you see that my channel and my content is good enough for your subscription. So thank you again. These were not for sale in the United States, from what I understand. And I got these for a song and a dance on eBay. And I didn't ask the individual where he got them from. Maybe he was a serviceman over in Japan and bought them, or he got them through different channels. Who knows? But I am so very happy to own them finally, and to have this part of my horror family collection. So you guys have a great week. I hope you all had a very happy Thanksgiving. Vampire did. Spent it with my brother and his family. And then I had to go to work, because it's hard out here for a vampire, and I actually have to work. Yeah, I just can't raid and pillage anymore. I have to hold a job like a normal person. And Christmas is just around the corner, so little Vampire know what you guys want to see to be my Christmas present to you. If you have a special action figure in mind that's a horror action figure, it could be anything from Alien vs. Predator, or just the Universal Studios monster, or any monster in mind. If I have it, I'd be happy to review it as a Christmas present to you. So until then, you guys take care, stay safe, be kind to each other, be kind to yourself and your puppies and your kitties. And we'll see you next week for a full review. Until then, have a fun, safe evening and spooky dreams. Good night.